Let's talk a little football. Hello and welcome to the Press Box, everybody. I'm so glad you can join us. I am here with all of our colorful characters, all of us this week.
Yep.
Randy Young, Michael Best, Jim Rayburn. I'm Austin Reams.
He got that right, and it's
I know.
quick.
And fast.
And you guys are like surprised. I know you should be. Glad to have you here, Randy.
Glad to be back.
He looks a little different without a gallbladder.
He has less gall.
I was wondering how long it was going to take somebody to say something.
Plenty
the
of
gall
bladder,
it took to miss that show, actually no gall. So there.
There you go.
He might be easier to get along with now.
He's changed his personality.
That's it.
Things were going to be a lot funnier last week, but there was a part of us that thought things could go south and we would look really bad.
Yeah,
So
well, I appreciate you
that's
guy
all we need you
protecting
to
my
do is-
honor.
I had a whole show that was just
we
going
had
to
a lot
roast
of good
you.
stuff.
I'm
And then
sure.
we said,
And I was like, man, it'd be my luck. Things go south.
that's why they call it practicing medicine. You
That's
never
right.
know what's
You never
gonna happen.
know. It's true. And speaking of practice, let's talk Thomasville's win, 74-13. Great 1-3-1 defense by your basketball team. Just
Y'all were
kidding.
standing on business.
Over back in.
Your alma
Just
mater.
good to go over there and take care of business. You got some of your young guys in there, all that kind of stuff. Just tell me about this win over Bacon.
Well, we came out. They wanted to toss deferred, and if we wanted to toss, we were going to take the ball anyway.
I'm glad they deferred.
Yeah, and so we go down and score on the touchdown pass. That pass tied Deion Graham's record. We stop them. The next drive, Cam hits AJ, his brother, for a 48-yard
special.
post pattern. So he broke the record
With his brother.
with
That's
his
cool.
brother.
That's awesome.
He wound up with 4 touchdowns. He was 8 of 15 for 200 yards and 4 touchdowns. So the record now stands at 63 in his name. And I mean, we only punted twice, and that was late in the second quarter. We kind of slowed it down a little bit, and they played a little tough.
They slowed it down a little bit.
Well, it was 35-7 at the end of the first quarter.
Yeah.
That long quarter, by the way.
It was 50-something to 13 at half. The starter and offense came out on the first series, second half, scored, and then he took them all out. The most experienced, the young kids on defense got most of the playing time in the second half. Mm-hmm. The young offense only got the ball at the end when we recovered a fumble at their 13. So, and then got to brag a little bit. My grandson Eli Rayburn got his first touchdown pass.
Here we go.
Right.
Here we go.
Hey, any truth to the rumor that the athleticism comes from the mom's side? Is that how that goes? I'm just messing with you.
No, that's probably got a lot to do with it. But
Yeah, he thought about it. He said,
he was there.
Coach DeLay asked him later. He said, when most quarterbacks throw a touchdown, they race in the end zone and celebrate. He said, Coach, you just got on to Caden Carter for celebrating in the end zone on his interception. I come to the sideline.
So you're saying Eli's only 63 off the record now, right?
62 off.
62 off the record.
62 off.
It's got to start somewhere.
But that record won't be 62.
I'm just saying, it's got to start somewhere.
Anyway, so that was on, and we scored then. And then, like I say, I can never complain about referees and running the clock. I don't know what association that came with.
But they did a good job.
But their head coach said, do not stop it for anything. And they obeyed.
Michael wants names and numbers.
Yes. Because we need a school. We need a running clock school.
To show them how to do it.
Show them how to do it.
Yep.
A 52-minute first quarter. Daryl and I said, man, we start at 7:30. We're still going to be 10:30, 11 o'clock getting out of here.
Yeah.
But then the third quarter only lasted like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
12 minutes in 10 because of the ball change of possession. They stopped, they set the ball, and then started the clock.
I got to tell you, I was listening, and I listened to the first quarter. You guys got a big league quick. Like 7:50 or so, I went off and did my thing. And I said, well, I'll check it in about 30 minutes. Go back in there, and it's like 8:20-ish, and it's still the first quarter.
8:22,
I
the
could not
first quarter
believe it.
ended.
Yeah, I couldn't
52
believe it.
minutes. But
Yeah.
anyway, great night overall for Bulldogs. We played well. We took care of business. We walked away from problems. There was a lot of, I mean, great people over there. They were the nicest people you probably ever will meet. And the fans,
But the team.
there's something on that team. They're dirty.
No discipline.
They're dirty. There's no discipline. They did something I liked. They did their homecoming festivities before the game.
Oh,
So both
okay.
bands got to play halftime.
Oh, that's cool.
So, but it was neat. But I mean, great place to go. Just too far, and I hope with reclassification we don't have to go that side.
Yeah,
of
that's
the
a long
state.
way to go for region.
Yeah.
2 hours and 20 minutes to get there.
Been there, done that.
All right.
Coach, got Jeff Davis coming to town. Jeff Davis huddles up. They'll use all of the clock. They'll huddle up, use all of the clock.
Kind of veer offense kind of thing?
Yeah, something like that. They don't run they run all kind of running formations. They'll throw a little bit. But even last year when we got up on them big, huddle up, run the clock. Never got out of what they do. So hopefully it'll be a short game.
Yeah.
And hopefully it does take care of business because this is the start of our big three. We got Jeff Davis. Then the following week we go to Worth County for the big showdown. Ooh. And then Fitzgerald comes to town. So our 3 big games are back to back to back.
Yep. So big stretch coming up. And just gotta, if you jump out and get ahead of Jeff Davis, you like your chances there. And another thing, and this is what high school football is all about. You got a memory you'll never forget on Friday night, and that's what it should be about.
Good stuff.
So I love that kind of stuff. Speaking of kind of memories, I guess Colquitt County over Rickards 31-19, but winning that many games over that amount of days is a pretty good time for Colquitt County. But really no rest for them because they're traveling until Lowndes start up region play. So, thoughts on that game? I know, Randy, you kind of keep up with these guys in terms of what's going on with that region. And Lowndes isn't as strong, but you're still going to have maybe a tougher time than you think because of how many games you've played.
Well, Colquitt, and I know that they were making their schedule work. They had 3 games in 7 days.
Yep.
And that's tough. Now, I mean, I got the score of the Rickards game. It was very close in the third quarter.
Yeah.
I mean, Colquitt pulled away in the fourth quarter. But that takes a toll on you. I mean, that's tough. And Lowndes is a very physical team, one of the top quarterbacks in the whole state. I expect that's going to be a war, no doubt. I'd give Lowndes an edge. I think they're a little more physical at this point.
Okay, all right.
Hard to beat them in the concrete palace.
It is, very much so.
Yeah, that's a tough place to play. So, speaking of tough places to play, let's go to Thomas County Central. Lee County is coming to play Thomas County Central starting region play, starting out in the frying pan here, Randy Young. And maybe Colquitt County beating Lee County took a little bit off of that game, but it's still a big one. So tell me about this matchup.
As far as the region is concerned, I mean, whoever wins this has probably got an inside track as far as the driver's seat is concerned of the region. You know, that Lee County Colquitt game, it was 43-12 going into the fourth quarter, and Lee County, I mean, they made it 43-36. It was a one-score game. They are a different type of Lee County. They don't have the big marquee names on their offense. Croma and Weston Bryan, who was the big kid he was the difference in the ball game last year, really. He was playing out at Georgia Southern. They're kind of all over the place offensively, trying to find an identity. But defensively, now they are tough. And I know they've given up some points and all, but I think that's one of those things where you can blame their offense about as much as you can blame anything.
Leaving them on the field.
You got to have some help from the offense. You can't leave the defense out there all day. Should be a fantastic atmosphere. These schools, the last couple of times we've played them since Coach Rogers has been here, I mean, we've got a 2-1 edge, but they've been very close. Nobody blows anybody else out. So expecting a tight game, should be a really good one.
It's kind of a budding rivalry. I mean, there's a little bit of, both these
of sorts.
Both of these schools, I think, kind of have a chip on their shoulder. Like these fan bases kind of get after it a little bit. Do you think so? I mean, not in a negative. I love rivalry. So
and Lee County has established themselves up there in the Doherty County area as that team. I mean, they really have.
That team that you go to play for, like 2 Westover kids.
Jim said that. I did not say that.
Randy didn't say that.
They have an apartment
How's the
complex.
confidence level? How's the confidence?
We're pretty confident, and Lee County's pretty confident.
Well, there you go. It's going to be a confidence bowl.
Yeah, confidence bowl.
Who's got the most confidence?
Yeah.
That's what we're going to find out.
I got my money is on Thomas County Central.
I'm open.
I would say Thomas County would be favored for sure, but still going to be a fun game. And you never know, heading up to Leesburg.
Well, no.
We're here.
We're here.
We got 2 big games in Thomasville Friday night.
Yeah.
Our big.
Yeah, I hate that though.
I do too.
I wish there was a way
We
to
used to split it
stagger
up.
it. Yeah.
Back when Richie Marsh was here, the 2 systems kind of talked. Now there's no.
So you're saying they don't talk?
There's no communication hardly.
What?
Shocking.
Smoke signals. I mean,
What?
Yeah.
But anyway, looking forward to it. This is one that's been circled on the schedule for a while, and I'm sure again, huge crowd, should be electric, and hopefully we'll come out on top. We'll see.
Fun. That's what high school football is all about. Speaking of that, how about Cairo Heading to Bainbridge, another rivalry game, and some syrup sopping. We hope don't go, but you had a week off. You're prepping for it. Kind of give me your thoughts on the syrup makers as they prepare for Bainbridge.
Always a big game, and it's a rival. It's a rival game, and Bainbridge is having the big syrup sopping get down Thursday night in the square.
Are you the
coming.
Grand Marshal?
It's coming down.
I really want you to go.
I really would like to go over there and just watch it for myself.
Can you go incognito? Maybe
I
you go
may.
dress as Jim. They won't recognize
You
you.
got some Thomasville old
I
Thomasville
got some.
shirts.
May wear
and
my
stuff.
old
Band uniform. That's
band
what you do.
uniform.
Yeah, like you could get in it.
Go marching through with your trombone. That'd be.
Yeah.
Trumpet.
Trumpet.
Golly.
I pay money to see that.
Yeah,
Just
For
saying.
real.
But anyway, it's always a big game, and there's a lot of history between the two schools when you go back through the years. And even though Bainbridge is down, they will get
play
their
well.
best. It'll be their best game they played all year.
But they're
And,
not a rival.
They are a rival.
Wait, Jim, help me here.
Rival.
A
A couple of years ago, they think they're our rival, but they're not.
Yeah.
Now listen, from their way coming our way is huge.
But
They
what about
want
the
to
other
beat
way?
us in everything. They're a rival of ours. We
They
have 3
built
rivals.
their high school so close to y'all.
They did. They
Yeah.
want to be just as close to getting us, and I mean in every sport. And I always tell the story. Our girls tennis was about to play their girls tennis team for the region championship, and I saw on Facebook that they were treating their girls to pancakes and syrup, getting ready for the big match. You probably could have polled our girls, and they're not sure who we were playing. They just know we got another match. But they really look forward to Cairo, and it's going to be a big game. And if we're fortunate to win it, it'll be the first time in 10 years we beat them back to back. So,
Wow.
for a long time, we kind of had the upper hand, and then they've gotten the upper hand, and so the series is pretty close to being even. But
Yeah, and just health-wise, how are the syrup makers?
had a week off, and I think everybody's ready to go. And so remember last year we had the hurricane coming, so we moved the game back to Wednesday night, and then we wound up having storms come through, and so we had to turn around and play them 2 weeks later to finish the game.
Yeah.
That
With
was
like
weird.
8 minutes to go in the third quarter and 4th down, their ball, and so
Yeah.
that was kind of weird. We played them on a Monday night, so I think that year we played every night but Sunday, and so this hopefully, and there's a big chance of rain.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
This
It's
week.
Thomas's homecoming. You know it's
And
going to rain.
So, and I ain't got nothing to do with that.
Yeah, lightning rod.
And so it'll be an interesting matchup, but like I said, both teams have had 2 weeks to prepare because they were open last week too. So this kicks off the region schedule, and it's important to get a region win. So hopefully we can go there and play well against a very good Bainbridge team that will be up for the syrup makers because
Y'all are their rivals.
this is it.
Do your kids even know who y'all playing?
They know we got the Bearcats.
Well,
for
let me
sure.
say, as somebody who has seen both teams, I think Cairo comes into this one with an edge. Bainbridge still is trying to find an offensive identity. It's just not there. And Cairo seems to be kind of getting their wheels under them here. I think Cairo's got an inside edge on this one for sure.
We'll see.
But you never know.
Yep.
Rivalry game. you
Rivalry
never
game,
know.
at least for one of them.
Speaking of, we got some Mitchell County and Pelham are going to be playing in a couple of weeks, so that's another big rivalry game we'll be talking about next week. But this week, Mitchell County was double overtime winner over Randolph Clay, and they have Terrell County coming to Camilla, and then Pelham lost to Monroe. Monroe had been taking a beating early on by a bunch of teams, and it looked
Yeah.
like they took it
They
out
took
on
it
Pelham.
out on
They
poor
sure
old
did.
Pelham.
Yeah, they sure did. So now Pelham is going to play Randolph Clay I think they call it the backyard brawl. Is that what they call Pelham versus Mitchell County, something like that?
Maybe so.
Think
yeah,
so,
looking
yeah.
forward to that.
Used to be take them to the woodshed because they used to play it at the old Mitchell County Stadium.
Okay.
But Mitchell
Yeah.
County has their own field now. They don't play it. They don't play downtown. Only Westwood plays there.
All right, good deal. Good to know. Last score we have Brookwood lost to Frederica, 42-13, and they're got their last game before region. They're traveling to play Southwest Georgia Academy, and we are going to take a break. We'll talk some college football. Is the Bama Georgia curse real?
Ooh.
And welcome back to the college edition of the Press Box. I am so glad you guys are sticking with us after the discussion we had, and we got further discussion, yes, no, coming up. But as is our tradition, let's talk Georgia, Alabama's going to Athens to play the Dogs. Guys, is the Bama curse real? I mean, we'll get into
Yes.
to the specifics of how you break the game down, but Michael Best, it's real.
Oh, no doubt. It's going to be a war. It's going to be a great game, but Alabama will bring their A level.
Yeah.
They're going to be their Bainbridge at Cairo
Yeah,
kind of game.
ain't no doubt. They're coming. They're bringing it. It ain't going to be a
Yeah, you could tell last year they circled that game, right? They had a
Yes.
ton of plays last year that they debuted for you guys. So
Yep.
you're thinking that too, Randy?
Well, it is a thing, although we did beat them in the national championship a couple of years ago, and I was hoping that we had flushed all that, but then we go over there last year and make Jalen Milroe look like Superman.
He was.
At least in
For
that game
one
he
game.
was. Golly.
And they had a receiver, seemed like he was something like 17
You know what?
He was
years
17
old.
at the time.
17.
Seemed like
He
I
was
heard that.
17 years, and you know what? He's going to be 18
He's 18 before
this
you
year,
know
so
it.
all that's over with
Seemed
now.
like just last year he was 17.
Just
so
this time. Just
if they
last
beat Tennessee, he could legally smoke a cigar this year.
Yeah,
so there we go.
Well, I
There you
guess
go.
so.
There you go.
It should be a great game. I
I believe
you got
you're
two
right.
very, very talented rosters. I'm hoping that we see what FSU did with them. I mean, just line up and go at them. I mean,
Yeah.
FSU out-physicaled Alabama, which nobody expected. And I really don't know that Alabama knows what has been fixed and not. I mean, they were saying, well, we got Wisconsin. Well, Wisconsin's horrible.
Wisconsin's not the normal
No,
Wisconsin
not
team.
at all. And they beat somebody 73-3 a couple of weeks back or something.
So you don't really know
That's right.
what Bama is, although their quarterback has a little confidence. They fixed some things, but you're right. To me, like this, I think the intriguing part about this matchup to me is kind of two heavyweights going at it, and you just don't know how it's going to go.
Yeah,
You just
yeah.
don't know. I'm very intrigued by what the offensive coordinators, how they're going to attack. I think that Georgia's going to be conservative in this. That's my take, is that they're going to kind of just keep punching, keep staying in, run the ball, throw the ball on the sides, take a deep shot, kind of conservative. And if you can hang in there and keep that defense on the field, then you got them. But I have no idea. That's
Well,
the fun part.
Castellanos was a big problem for Alabama in that
Because
first
he
game.
was
for
mobile.
FSU. Yeah, and see, Gunner's mobile. So I expect you'll see kind of a moving pocket type thing for him. And I expect Georgia's tight ends to be a much bigger part of this game. Now, I did hear that two of the big running backs that we have not had to this point, Roderick Robinson being one of them, will be back this week. And those guys are kind of the grinded out backs. So be interesting to see. But I'm with you. I think Georgia will go conservative, take the shots where they can, but it's going to be a lot of ground game.
And so that just increases how, the pressure of the game, where you're like, why are we down by 10 and we're running or whatever.
Yep.
But Georgia has really done a good job of just kind of bludgeoning people.
Yep.
I think they will do that. We talked a little bit about this with the victory over Tennessee, but I like how their blocking schemes have changed a little bit. They're moving those guys around, which I think is very important. It's hard to run off the ball and beat somebody man to man.
So you're giving
Moving
Mike
around.
Bobo credit for doing something right?
Yeah,
Is that what you're
I
doing?
always do.
Is that even legal, Mike?
always
That's
do.
not legal in the state of Georgia.
No, you can't do that.
Hey, we're in the Bobo fan club.
That's the
over
only
here.
thing
I
I
don't know
like
about you
about.
guys.
Only thing I like about Georgia is Mike and his son. Otherwise, I can care less.
I like Mike.
I'm the
Yeah,
wrong
I know
Rayburn to
this.
talk about Georgia football. You need Eli here to do that.
Yeah, but they, I do. We talked about that last year. Some of like, okay, Georgia needs to rethink how they, kind of their blocking schemes. I don't think they have, and you're going to see the benefit of it, especially in this game. So,
Yep.
Another big game. FSU has a big game. Miami's down the road, but
And they are back, Michael. They're back.
They're back.
No
Don't
question
you
about
think
that.
they're not? They're back.
But they've got to do something that they haven't done very well, and that's go on the road in the ACC against a team that you should beat and beat them. Virginia has a really good offense.
They're sneaky good now.
So you got to play well. You don't have to play, like you did against Bama, but you're going to have to play well.
The one thing I like about Florida State is they've learned their lesson, I think, and they're protecting that quarterback because you don't want to get your quarterback hurt, and so you're keeping Castellano safe, and he's not getting hurt. And
He got
Yeah.
hurt last
He
week.
did get
though.
nicked up,
Yeah.
but they said
he
he's
got
gonna
hurt.
They said he's gonna be all right.
Here we go again.
Yeah,
Is he going to be okay? Did you
I
check?
think so. I
News
think so.
travels slow in Cairo.
Yeah.
He ain't got.
So you're telling me Castellano's got hurt?
They thank goodness they were ahead.
I hate about this game. College football should not
Oh,
take
yeah.
Friday night ball games.
100%.
That's high school football night.
Yeah.
play them on Saturday, Thursday, whatever, but
100%.
not on Friday night.
Yeah.
I don't know whoever come up with that decision, but that is bad.
You are correct.
Television.
I don't care how much money.
Yeah, television executives.
That's
for it.
right. That's right.
Yeah, I don't like
Because
it.
I mean, we got a lot of FSU fans in Thomas County. Well,
Yeah.
they got to choose whether they want to stay home and
Yeah.
watch FSU in Virginia or go
They'll
to
be sitting in the
watch Central
stands
play.
trying to watch the high
Yeah.
school game, watching
Yeah.
the college
Yeah.
game on their phone. Yeah,
Yep.
you're right.
I hate that. I wish they would change that. And FSU has another one on down.
Another Friday night game?
I think
Oh,
so.
man.
I think maybe Boston College. Somebody down the road. But anyway, one thing that
FSU made the Thursday night game the thing because they used
That's
to play.
right.
Bobby Bowden started bringing teams in
Yep.
on Thursday nights because
Yep.
we went to a lot of them when my kids were little.
But that's Thursday nights, though, not
Yeah,
Friday.
yeah,
that's not Friday nights.
It should, and I think it was up to the coaches. They would definitely not. They don't like playing
Yeah,
on Friday.
I'm
so.
sure not.
All right, let's do yes, no. We've got a lot to get through here, and again, I'm going to apologize. I have some Clemson fans and some South Carolina fans I really like, but I'm going to apologize on this one. The best team in the state of South Carolina is Furman. They're 2-1. No.
I say
What do
no.
you say,
No,
Randy?
no, no, I say
You
no.
say no?
No.
I say no.
I say no, but
Clemson's 1-3.
Clemson has got to move up into the new era of
That's right.
college football. They can't. Dabo can't win, not getting people coming in and all.
He's got a few, but you got to recruit
You
it
got to
well.
recruit your needs.
And
See,
listen,
see Georgia.
When
Georgia
South
doesn't-
Carolina's quarterback is healthy, they can play with anybody.
Yeah.
You know, they're going to score points.
But their offensive line is really bad, and
Yep.
so
Defense is questionable, but their
so
quarterback's legit.
yeah. South Carolina's 2-2. The Citadel has 1 win. So the Paladins, the Furman Paladins,
The Paladins.
2-1. But I'm just totally kidding. They're not the best team. All right, Michael. Nobody's running away with a Heisman Trophy right now. Nobody's running right.
Not yet, but
Does that mean a defensive player has a chance?
I'm still going. Gunnar Stockton, I think, has got to be in the running right
He is. He is in
Man.
the top 5. He is in
Go
the
with
top
God.
5.
I read that he was in the top
I,
five.
I heard that too. And Ohio State's quarterback is not even mentioned, but Oklahoma's is the leading candidate.
Yeah, which is weird.
For the
too.
moment.
For the moment.
For the moment.
And Heisman shouldn't be for the moment, right? If you have a bad game, it shouldn't put
Agreed.
you out of the race. But all right, defensive player, Heisman chances.
There just isn't anybody that's just
Yeah.
dominant. I mean, there just really isn't anybody. I mean, you've got some really good defensive players, but nobody.
Nobody really.
Noteworthy,
If
yeah.
Ndamukong Suh, who played for Nebraska
He would
a
win it
decade
this
ago,
year.
he would have
Yeah.
won it this year.
Yeah.
It's still a shame that he didn't win it. That joker was such a great college football player.
There's a mean.
Ooh, yes,
Man,
was.
he just go look up them highlights, kids. He would just pick up people and
Just throw
them. Absolutely throw them.
Must have played for Bacon County at some point.
He that might be where he came from. Is Alma?
just throw them out.
So defensive player have a chance?
Nah.
No, I don't think so either. All right, Jim, I'm gonna stick with you. Miami's the best team in the country right now. They have an open week and then FSU, but good resume.
Nah.
You say no?
I
You're
say
a Ohio
no.
State guy. You stick
I don't
with
know
them?
that Ohio State is, but I believe Ohio State would beat Miami because I think FSU's got a good shot at Miami.
All right, Michael Best.
now.
You say no?
I'm not convinced about the resume thing. I mean, Notre Dame, okay.
Yeah, they got beat again this week.
Yeah, I mean, South Florida beat Florida. Okay, that's kind of like saying you beat up your kid brother when he was 5 or something.
And
I
that
mean,
game, Miami game could have went either
Yeah,
way
it was
if
very
Florida
close.
could have just
Yeah.
found a little bit
yeah,
of offense.
no offense whatsoever.
Yeah. Now I will say too, Miami is good. They're kind of mini Georgia where they may not look great. Like if they know they got you, they're just going to run the ball.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But
And
I
they
agree with
did.
you. I agree with you.
Yeah, I don't think they're the best team in the country. Or there's 6 or 7 teams
Yeah.
that are going to jockey for that thing through the course of the year. That's just the way it's going to work. And I tell you what that's going to do. That's going to make for a really interesting playoff season.
Now the lines of scrimmage, both offensive and
They're
defense.
sporty.
You know, we pick on Mario Cristobal, but he
No, they're
knows
sporty.
he knows how to recruit those guys and develop those guys. So good
He's-
job there.
He's paying them, buddy.
All right, Penn State. They're at home against Oregon. Penn State at home against Oregon.
ball
Going
game.
to be a good game. Penn State finally beat a good team.
Not with Franklin as the head coach.
No, you say no?
Oregon will whip them.
All right, going to be the good team, Michael Best.
No, Oregon.
Oregon.
Quack, quack.
Yep. I'd love to see Penn State break through just because it makes it. I know you don't, but it just
No.
makes college football interesting.
It does not. Their program should have been
Eradicated.
just in.
Eradicate, banished.
Yep.
All right.
The whiteout though will be pretty cool though. I think. That's
Yeah,
what they're doing.
those
That's
that
pretty
fan base deserves a great football team. That is a great fan base, and it makes college football interesting when it's
Jim
good.
disagrees.
So I know you disagree, but I make that argument for several schools. Ohio State being one of them. Like you want Ohio State to be good, Oregon, Penn State, USC,
You want Michigan
Georgia.
to be good too,
Nobody
right?
wants Ohio State to be good.
Well, no, I mean
That's like saying everybody's pulling for the New York
well, I'm not
Yankees and
saying-
nobody
yeah,
pulls for
I'm not
the
saying. Okay, I'll say it this way: it's healthy for college football for them to be good, right? And it's healthy for baseball for the Yankees to be good. So that's what I'm getting at. Right
I
there.
got
you.
But
Okay,
you are right that Ohio State doesn't have much love out there. All right, last one. The Auburn Auburn, Oklahoma officiating was really bad, including the SEC issued a statement on there. So, Randy, the Auburn OU officiating crew had Michael Best on it.
No,
What?
no,
I mean,
It might have,
you know
but I
they
don't
tried
think
to pull
so.
him in. You know they tried to pull
He
him
might have
in
been
last
part of the
year.
halftime show, but I don't know about the officiating crew. But I'm gonna say no because Michael wouldn't have missed that call.
You wouldn't have missed that.
No.
Michael would not have missed that call.
There was about 2 or 3 calls that you wonder where were the
Yeah.
officiating crews at.
Yeah, yeah.
And the pass interference one, I kind of forgive him because he was trying to get in position.
Yeah.
But they need to work that out. Somebody else needs to call that.
Yeah,
you know what
but
I'm saying?
the sneaky play with the guy.
Yeah,
at the
you can't
sideline,
miss that one.
That never should have happened. And how could they not review?
well, that was not illegal because he ran off. He was in the huddle and he ran off and stopped, and it's the cornerback didn't look.
Yeah, but
But the referee was outside of it,
Oh,
so
and
that's legal.
the SEC officiating, they issued a statement to say that you
They
actually
messed
can't
up.
do that.
But I
They
think
messed
once
up.
you go
So,
past
yeah.
the numbers or something
Yeah.
over there, there's like a zone where that's pretty much okay. I'm getting out of here, but he never did.
They never did.
Nope. Nope. I
All
mean,
right.
it worked.
It
It
was
worked.
it was the worst referee and crew I've seen since last year's Worth County game. I won't call any names.
you were gonna
I
say
won't
that.
call any names. And then Thursday in the JV game, we
Oh,
had another. I almost got thrown out of my home stadium. My family said you got to stay
started
on the
it.
radio.
Yeah.
My family said you got to stay on the radio. You cannot come down here with us.
You created this. Okay, you created all that.
I'm
You
sorry
are
for asking this
banished,
question.
Grandpa.
I'm sorry, y'all. This is my fault.
I don't know his name.
Yeah.
You are banished,
Banished
Grandpa.
by your family.
That's
Banished by your
that's
family,
a new
people.
level right there now.
Please don't banish
I
us from
can't wait to see what happens.
See y'all later.
All right.